Hey everyone, I'm Alexis the Ego Queen, and welcome back to Queen's Court. In the last episode, after a trip to the market, Polonia and Ren Roseless decided to take a walk to the church. While heading there, they had a very heartfelt talk about the current situation with Riza. Rosalina looking hesitant to acknowledge that Riza is actually what she is, and Polonia assuring her that it doesn't make a difference. Riza has been lost for a very long time, and it's only now that Rosalina needs to see the truth. Rosalina still is headstrong and refuses. While at church, they listened to a beautiful chorus, and then spotted two very, very distinct gentlemen. Approaching them, they discovered that there was some type of death ritual that they were a part of, and now the two of them follow. And Viggy will take care of the rest.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Viggy the GM, and welcome back to the Queen's Court. When we last left our heroes, disembarking the Arvis lighter, the warband takes in its immediate surroundings, seeing other shuttles offloading pilgrims that sing praises to the Emperor. After some investigation, the Acolytes discover that they are aboard a void ship named the Oath Unspoken. The warband moves further into the ship as they arrived at an impromptu prayer session. Ren moves amongst the crowds, gathering information and hearing that she simply must visit the Basilica Unspoken, such is its splendor. Kirshen, scanning the crowds, sees a couple of inheritors moving in the opposite direction of Ren. The warband splits up, with Polonia and Ren going to the Basilica, while Tarvok, Harold, and Kirshen shadow the inheritors. The ladies enjoy a lovely sermon at the Basilica and speak with a group of servants from Snope's world, whom they decide to follow. Meanwhile, the lads shadow the inheritors to a part of the ship known as the Drunnels, a marketplace that has taken over two decks of the ship. As they move amongst the crowds, they attempt to take in the surroundings and ascertain the purpose of the inheritors being here. However, a small hiccup comes along when Harold notices that someone has stolen his kraken-toothed knife and promptly puts a hunting lance up his rear. With the mess on the floor, a number of armsmen can be heard arriving, and we return. So, if I remember correctly, and I think that Kirshan and Tarvok, you might want to move closer to the shack, which is down here, and you were trying to get into that.
All right.
Hold on. I need to... Where did I put it? Here we go. So,
Polonia,
So-
do you get the feeling that the boys are in trouble?
We have been away from them for quite a while. I was starting to grow concerned. We've gotten so complacent here in church.
Well, we have to follow these men. I'm sure they're not in any real trouble.
I'll take your word for it, Ren.
So, with that, Tarvok, you're going to try and enter sneakily, right?
No.
No. Well, in that case,
I'm gonna try to talk my way in.
right.
Toby, are you moving closer?
No, just kind of realizing what the hell Harold just did.
Alrighty.
And I guess I walk over to this gentleman.
Right.
Good day, sir.
Calvinster is busy. You're gonna have to wait out here.
Oh, I'm busy, you say.
Yes.
What if I was to tell you I had business of a higher degree than whatever he's dealing with in there?
Then you'll just have to wait in line.
I'm just gonna go up behind Tarvok and just grab the back of his cloak, like where the neck would be, and just pull it.
Yes.
Don't try that with him. Just go.
Besides,
Disco?
the heavy-set man points behind you and says, "Besides, you wouldn't want to miss this." As he points to a group of armsmen. Oh crap! Didn't mean to do that. And here we go. As a group of
I actually whispered to Krishan in Eldar. How do you wish to handle this?
roll linguistics Eldar for me.
I think we're about to see why you don't split the party.
Any bonuses for Xeno Savant?
Yes, plus 10.
Good start. So I guess the bathroom. Where's the bathroom at?
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
And then I just whisper to him. How do you want to? I tried to be clever. I failed. How do you want to handle this? Should we go assist Harold?
That would be a good idea, friend.
Yeah, you stand by the. And I kind of point. You stand by the other tent. I'll stand by the one closer to us.
I think he will be fine as long as he's honest. Because no one likes pit buckets. I'm just gonna kind of like look like a bystander, just kind of walking up, seeing what's happened.
And I kind of give this guy a little bow before I kind of also making my way over to right over here.
So, as this armsman inspects the scene, he looks upon the grisly mess on the floor, and then looks towards Harold, covered in blood and guts, and says, "Did you kill this man?"
Yes.
Huh. That was easy. In the name of rogue trader Aristide Ansifor, Lord Captain of the Oath Unspoken and head of the Ansifor dynasty, you are under arrest.
I'm going to drop the stick that's left of the hunting lance on the ground and surrender.
All right. Cuff him. And a man walks behind you, takes your arm, and manacles your arms behind your back. And they are going to escort you away.
Rashawn will shadow the group.
So, let me just do it like this, because that's easier.
Now we'll shadow the shadow.
Yep.
The conga line of incompetent.
Indeed. So, as they walk here, they head off from the market, and here we go. So, in the meantime, and we're just going to go, let's just go back to this one while we're at it. So, in the meantime, Ren and Polonia are following the group of servants that identified from Snope's world. And I'm going to need you to roll a stealth test against them.
Both of us?
I have a chameleon cloak.
Yes. And no, either of you can either choose to roll or assist the other.
I will assist.
Alrighty.
Where the fuck is my stealth? So, what does the cloak give me?
Plus 20, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so it's 20 and then plus 10 for an assist?
Yes.
So 30.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fate point that.
Up. They failed harder than you.
Oh, okay.
So, even though you are not very stealthy, they are still not very aware. So, an opposed test we check who fails harder or succeeds better. So yes, I will need you, as you are walking through the decks of the ship, I will need you, both of you, to roll an awareness test.
I hope you have ranks in that.
She has one, I think.
I don't see anything.
You see more than I do.
Infantry
Yeah.
strikes again.
Damn. So,
They're not very perceptive, but neither are we.
indeed. So, as you are walking through the crowded halls of the Oath Unspoken, you hear down the hall a commotion. The people start whispering amongst themselves, speaking of a train of armsmen coming through.
What did Beltarvak do?
As the blue-colored flak uniform men walk, they seem to be escorting a burly man in white painted armor. You recognize this man as Harold.
Oh,
I'm
Red,
gonna-
what?
Okay.
Do we continue our pursuit of these men, or do we try to figure out where they're taking Harold?
They're more than likely arresting him for something silly that he's done.
Well, I don't think punishments are exactly lenient in a naval setting.
I will admit I'm out of my element with this.
I would suggest that we follow Harold in case they try something brutal as punishment. In settings like this, they often prefer to make a show of prisoners.
I have an idea. Follow my lead.
As always.
I'm gonna approach the armed guards.
Oh boy. Alrighty. So, as you approach one of them, a man puts up his hand, shows you his palm and says, move aside, pilgrim."
I am no mere pilgrim. I am Rosalina Lockwood. Oh, wait, no. Ren Roseless. This man is my bodyguard.
Really? Well, your bodyguard has just killed a man in the Drunnels, and he is without his ident ticket.
It's such a... You know, you can't hire smart and strong. How much do I have to give you to make this thing go away?
Roll for me a charm test with a -10.
I'm gonna spend a command point and fate point and automatically succeed.
The man, the armsman, even beneath his helmet, looks incredibly uncomfortable at this, and says, "I'll have to take." He's not actually sure how to deal with this.
Look, calm yourself. Otherwise, you'll just have to repent for your sins. You have taken my bodyguard. Oh, hang on. Give me a second. You've taken my bodyguard, and that is an act against the ecclesiarchy. I wouldn't want to have to bring this up in prayer, now would I?
Roll for me a deceive. +10. Wow. I'm gonna roll his scrutiny. Let's see if he can get it. He does not.
And then, of course, there's your superiors, who I would have to tell. And each of the men under your command would have to repent for your sins. Now, imagine you guys on a penitence crusade. Don't think you'll last too long.
I'm gonna walk forward and look over and say, on top of that, I think I might know a way to sweeten the deal if you can just walk away. And I'm gonna indicate towards my medical bag.
At this, the man seems to regain some of his courage, and he walks up to you and says, "Listen here, I'm gonna have to. This incident has already been reported in. I am gonna have to bring him to the brig to get him processed. But what happens after that will, I will be able to do something about that."
Or, and hear me out on this one, you could simply say the man you were supposed to bring in died. I mean, there is a dead body, he matches the description.
No, he really doesn't.
Fine.
I'm gonna pull out a thing of Obscura.
I wouldn't.
Alright, I won't.
Not in this case. That's a little dangerous.
Hey, officers, you want these illegal items?
These aren't officers, they're pressed gang deckhands.
No, they're armsmen.
They're still pressed gang, aren't they?
You don't know that. They look like their uniforms look very official.
What about the guys underneath? I guess I don't
No.
have enough degrees of success. On awareness.
Like they are.
I'll let you handle it.
They are fully covered, and they do seem to have an insignia on their shoulders.
Alright, you handle it.
Very well. I guess I'll just have to go to your superiors. But if the men under you right now are to suffer, you're the one to blame. And I'm just going to indicate to the men and engage their reaction to this.
They seem to be moving in closer towards Harold, as if suspicious of something tricky being afoot.
I shall accompany you. But I feel as though a prayer is in order.
The man shakes his head a tiny bit and says, "Wait a minute. Where's your ident ticket? Why am I believing anything you're saying? Let's see it."
My identification ticket was handed over to the ecclesiarchal order when I came aboard your vessel. This is standard.
Roll a deceive -30.
Oh, wait, I could spend a command point and do that.
No, not deceive. It's charm, intimidate, and command.
Oh, damn it.
He fails less. So.
I'm gonna
I
shake.
see it.
I'm gonna do a hand sign really quickly, and hope that a certain tech priest sees it.
He does.
On guard.
I actually, from my jacket, just slightly covered by it, I prepare my hand flamer and everything else.
Right.
Not pulled out, but hands are it's gripped.
Right. So, when you fail to produce your ident ticket, the man backs away a tiny bit and says, "All right, lady, I don't know who you are, but you're also coming with us."
1 second.
Hmm?
You will turn over my men. Now. And I'm gonna draw my blade.
And
Harold is just going to look at you with the most disappointed face you have ever seen somebody give someone.
This is Queen's Court on when to shoot a cop.
well, you know, Harold did the smart thing here. Just saying. When I say that, I mean he was going to pay for his mistakes, and now you are paying for his mistakes too. Well, in that case, the armsmen pull out their shock mauls in return.
Can Tarvok step forward and kind of let out a sharp whistle?
Yes.
Gentlemen, ladies. I couldn't help but oversee this, and if I may interject, and I look to Ren, looking for her sign of approval to go forward with this.
I'm gonna quickly nod.
Let us think about this with just the sheerest ounce of logic. The man that was killed was a pickpocket. Odds are he has stolen more than just a knife from this ship. What happened here was a problem was removed. The people of this ship can sleep a bit sounder knowing that the possessions have one less threat towards them. Perhaps at this point we should be laying down our weapons and being calm about this. I understand Harold Blackbeard, if that's what I understand his name is. Or actually, I'll just say, yeah, Harold Blackbeard killed a man who stole his stuff. But now he basically handled your job for you. Is that such a crime after all?
By your logic, you are a witness to the act. And you apparently know this man, so that makes you connected to him. Let's see that ident ticket. Or let me guess. Am I gonna be hearing this same phrase echoing all over again?
No. What you are gonna hear is this. Harold, and I look to you with sharp eyes, waiting, seeing if you're up for what I'm about to do, because you know what I'm about to say.
He is not.
He is not?
The man is manacled and disarmed.
And I kind of give one last signal.
Let's get moving.
Huh?
I'm gonna put my sword back. Fine.
Biggie, during this commotion, could I technically sneak up behind the armsmen? Because I imagine they're all looking at Tarvok and Red, correct?
They are covering Harold on 4 points.
Okay, so I'm not sneaking in there. Never mind.
Like, they are escorting him. Like, there's 6 of them.
And I look to Ren with the hand signals, fight or flee.
You flee, and I'm marking this back. I shall go with them.
And I guess my last signal before I start backing up slowly is Emperor protects.
I'm just gonna nod back to you.
And actually, if I want to throw something to her, what kind of test would that be?
Are you going to, well, do you want it to be noticed?
That's a good point.
Like,
I'll just signal to her, find me afterwards, I have something for you.
Can I make a stealth check to just, as this is confrontation is going on, I'm going to try to slip into the crowd.
You can do that. You are small enough to try.
Yeah, I'm tiny.
Yeah, all you have to do is succeed, or not fail too hard. There you go. Polonia, not the center of attention in any of this, casually steps back and disappears into the crowd.
Still, I can still see them though.
You can. You have view of them, even though there's a lot of people overcrowding you.
And I'm just slowly like backing up, like keep making sure I keep my eyes on Ren and Kershawn.
Indeed. So, with that, another of the lead armsmen signals to one of his men to disarm and manacle Ren as well.
I'm gonna try to get away from him and dart into the crowd.
You're gonna try and run?
Essentially, yes.
She's gonna run roseless.
Oh boy. In that case, there will be...
That's just an acrobatics test plus stealth, right?
Actually, yeah, you can roll acrobatics. He's gonna roll weapon skill to try and grab you. So, grapple attack. Alrighty. He failed horribly.
Falls on his face.
So,
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get away from him.
Yeah, so roll
What?
stealth for me.
I'm gonna fate point that. For the second one.
Yeah. Because if you don't, they'll start running after you. There you go.
Chameleon cloak. I'm gonna disappear.
Yeah. So, I'm guessing everyone is backing away then?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yep.
I'm still
Yep.
gonna tail the armsman.
Indeed.
And
So-
I guess I want to try to do a circle around, like where I'm heading, and try to meet up with Ren.
Right. In that case, the armsmen don't seem to be bothering to follow, re-establishing the cordon around Harold, and then start the escort up once again. They seem to be more on edge now.
Biggie. While I'm following them, can I tip to pickpocket someone's identity ticket?
Sure. Try.
Okay, I am going to use a fate point to add a +10.
Right?
So just like some random persons.
Right. And that random person is going to roll an awareness, which he fails. Yeah. There you go. You have now had the ident ticket of, let's see, who is it? Of one Jessisk Olosuf.
Can you put that in chat, please?
I can.
Oh dear, oh dear.
There you go.
I'm gonna turn back on my comm bead.
Yes?
I'm just turning it back on because it was off that entire time.
Oh, right. And do you speak into it?
No?
Alright. Does anyone...
The first call out is Tovok to anyone. Tovok to anyone. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, friend. I am but still behind the armsman.
I'm here.
Ren,
You see-
Dr. Polonia, where are you?
Mope, do you want to appear beside Tarvok?
Yeah, I'll just pop up right next to him.
I'm
From
gonna
the
stay
crowd.
hidden.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm remaining hidden.
Fair enough. So, Polonia and Tarvok are now reunited.
And when she pops up, I fall off my feet. Like, oh, Messiah's blessings. What? Ugh, don't do that to me.
Sorry, I just move about a crowd naturally. It's easy for me to remain unnoticed.
And as she does, I put a hand on her shoulder. Yeah, it's good to see you again. I didn't think I would.
I'm glad that you weren't arrested as well. What happened with Harold?
A pickpocket stole his knife, and he dispensed justice as they would on his home planet.
Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna put my head in my hand and rub my forehead in frustration and annoyance.
Well, We should go. There was a shack in the market that we were following some inheritors towards. Perhaps we should gather our fearless leader and make our way back that way.
You know, speaking of fearless leader, that was not very smart. But at least someone stole someone's ticket first. It's like you were asking to get arrested. Come on. You're supposed to be subtle. You're not very good at it.
Kashan, now is not the time.
Let's just follow these men to the brig and then find out how to get Harold out of the cell he gets put in. I really don't want to leave him there and wait and find out what kind of punishment they're going to lay out.
I think he will be let go, honestly.
I think you underestimate punishment aboard a naval vessel. We don't have the liberty of a planet here. Or the loss of morale on ship can cause major dysfunction to everyone. Harsh punishment is sort of a necessity, and I don't think we want Harold to be subjected to it.
I'm with the doctor on this one. And Viggy. As we're going along, I'd like to steal another person's ticket.
Try.
Fate point plus 10.
Right.
I got a plan.
Hug us all up.
Let's see. Oh, I should not be rolling against that. Let me just use myself. There we go. And yes, you succeed just fine. And you have another one. Let's see who it is. It is... Let's see. Here we go. It is this. I'll just put that into the chat. You get the ident ticket of one Urola Itre. Okay, so as you follow the escorted herald all the way to the brig, let's just move here because I really don't have a...
does Harold still have his comm beat in?
I'm going to say that yes, he does. Although he would be hard-pressed to speak without the armsman hearing him.
I'm going to go on closed circuit with just Tarvok. Tarvok.
Hi.
How many of them are there? There's just the 5 guards, correct?
6.
There were actually 6, Lady Lockwood.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head to the church really quickly. I will meet up with you momentarily.
Here's my lady.
Okay. And then I'm just going to beep off. Beep boop.
Okay. Then I would like to contact Harold. Listen, Harold, my friend. Right now, your name is Urola Itre, okay? The Harold Blackbeard, that's just a, we can just call it a nickname, yeah. I'm going to come in there saying that you dropped your ticket, so hopefully they have one less reason to throw you out an airlock, yes? Just, you don't need to reply, I know there are you. I will be there in a moment, yes? Sit tight.
Roll for me an awareness, Kirshen.
Would my aspects help?
No, it will not. Not in this one.
Bam.
Ah. You have you check the name of the ticket. That being, as you check the name, you see that the ident tickets hold a bit more information than just name. You also see that Urola appears to be a woman's name.
I mean, men can have women's name.
Boy named Sue. That's why he's so tough.
Well, yes.
I mean, that's why we call him Harold.
Well, no. Not only does it appear to be a woman's name, Urola Itre has on her ident ticket marked female.
Logistic Oslo.
What about the other one?
The other one appears to be male.
Remember that they're gonna ask for your identification ticket when you go to turn that in.
Sheesh. Okay. I'd like to find a guy and steal his ticket on the way in.
Ah, yes. So, as you are scoping out a target, you notice that as you seem to be approaching. Let's see, what was the description for this? The surroundings of the ship appear to be changing from a rust-colored palette to a more cold blue, meaning this is probably where the brig starts. So you have very little time to do this if you don't want to get if you want to actually get him. So pick and choose.
I'll just find like the nearest guy that has like the same hair color as Harold.
Fair enough. So this will be you will be what's it called? Rushing it a tiny bit. So well, never mind. The guy fails horribly. And you make it. Oh yeah, actually, wouldn't you have to roll both sleight of hand and stealth?
I can.
Yeah, just roll stealth. Ooh!
They failed harder.
They did. That is true.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what's the name of the new ticket?
Hold on, let me check. And here we go. It is Equaf Iku.
Okay, Harold. I did not notice that this ticket was for a woman. Your new name is Ikwaf Iku. We call you Harold because it's easier. Okay, I'm almost there.
And
Did I make it to the church yet?
you're going at a slight like you're rushing it a tiny bit, right?
I am literally booking through the crowd.
Fair enough.
Double down.
In that case, we'll go over to you right before the other thing happens. So you are back at the basilica.
I'm gonna try to find the priest.
Ah, that is perfect. So as you look around, you see a group of pilgrims gathered around an elderly man. He appears. He wears the vestments of the temple revolutionists that the missionary from the wasteland was also wearing. This man seems to be from Desolium.
Good, a familiar face.
Yes,
I'm gonna approach him.
indeed. As you approach, you hear him. You hear the man sermonizing to his flock as he says, "Have no fear, for the Emperor guides this journey. It will inevitably lead us to Thaur and our final rest." Ah,
I'm actually
And
gonna
you-
finish his prayer. Our emperor delivers us. Amorti perpetua domi libero nos.
ah, a smile comes across his withered face as he recognizes the High Gothic. Ah, a fellow learned individual. Ah, please, would you care to join us?
I would, but I come on urgent matters.
Oh, yes. What is it?
A pickpocket has lifted my ticket, and that of my friends. Unfortunately, one of my personal bodyguard was arrested without a ticket, and they know that I don't have one.
Roll for me, deceive. Straight up.
I can... No, I can't pass this. Come on, succeed. God damn it! Alright,
Let's see
I have
if
one...
he fail. Let's see if he fails harder.
Alright, because that might re-roll. No!
He's not feeling hard.
Oh wow.
Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna... No, there's no way I'm making it.
Actually, you would have to roll like a lower than a 10. Yeah, it seems that this old man has a way of spotting deceit.
Do the men that he's sermoning, or whatever,
Sermonizing?
sermonizing, thank you. Do they recognize me from earlier?
They do not appear to recognize you, no. These appear to be different pilgrims. Then again, there are thousands of them aboard the ship.
I apologize.
Don't worry. He hasn't accused you of anything yet. He tilts his head as he looks at you and says, "Is there something the matter, child?" And he gives you his eyes take on a bit more piercing aspect as he, without voicing it, he seems to indicate that this has nothing to do with you losing your ticket.
Confession.
I can oblige you with that. And he waves you over to walk with him as he moves through the basilica. And actually, we can just go back here because we are here.
How close are we to the cell? Or have we gotten there with Harold yet?
You have not. You see a large bulkhead portal that is opened up and leads in to what you presume to be the brig.
And then, are we aware that Rosalina dipped out?
You were. She mentioned
That's
that.
right.
She signaled.
Yes.
I thought she only signaled to you.
She did.
Okay, so I don't know.
Oh no, you don't, sadly. If you try and raise her on the comms, she does not respond.
Okay. I'm going to indicate over to Harold, or not Harold, to Tarbok. I'll just talk to you and say, I can't spot Rosalina in the crowd. Do you know where she is?
Do not worry. She follows her own path. That's why I trust her. She knows what she's doing. I like to think she does, at least.
I'll give him a skeptical, unconvinced look before continuing on.
And I kind of return her unskeptical look where I'm saying I don't even... The kind of look that says I don't even believe myself.
Indeed. Now, Kirshen, you have one shot at actually doing this before they disappear through the bulkhead portal.
Okay, so I guess it's like about to enter. I'm gonna speak up. Excuse me, armsman. Can I trouble you for a minute? This is important.
Lead man turns around. Listen here, traveler. I don't have the patience for this.
It'll be really quick. He kind of reaches into his coat. That man that you have with you, he dropped his ticket when you were arresting him in the market. And I hand it to him. I hand it the Equoth Iku
Indeed.
ticket.
He is going to scrutinize the ticket. Let's see, he fails. As he examines it, he looks at it. Alright, so he's not a stowaway, but he's still
If you
killed
need,
a man.
I did witness what happened. If you need a witness.
Alright, let's see your ident ticket then.
I will hand him the Jessic one.
Yes. Jess is that, and he's also going to scrutinize that one. Wait, that's the wrong skill. He looks at it. Yeah, he looks it over and examines the thing. It says here that what was his name? Jess is Olusuf. It says here that Jessisk Olusuf is 69 years old, Terran standard. I hate to break it to
Have you
you.
never heard of rejuvenation treatment, friend? Besides, I am blessed with good genes.
And you're traveling on a pilgrim ship.
Listen, I like to be subtle, you know?
All right.
It's asking for a mugging if you're wearing fancy clothes.
All
you
right.
know?
That's gonna need a deceive.
Fate point plus 10. I might not need it, so I'm just gonna roll standard deceive. Yeah.
Damn, you made it. You could have failed a lot harder than him.
I could have. But Nuffle is a kind and cruel god.
So, even if you are who you say you are, why exactly should I, are you stepping forth now?
Well, it took a long time to wait through all those crowds. There's a lot of people on the ship, you know? So many plebeians. The smell clogs you up sometimes. Besides, I have a pic recording of what happened if you wish.
You do? Alright, let's see it.
I'm gonna pull up my data slate and show him.
Wait, you actually have a pic recorder?
I have a pic recorder.
Oh, didn't actually know that. Huh. Funny. As he,
show him how the guy bumped into him, and how the knife was in his. Like he tried to hide the knife in his jacket, but Harold called him out and shoved the knife up his ass.
All right. You've provided with all the evidence we need. Do you mind if I take the data spool?
Can I just like send him a copy of it? Like transmit a copy?
He can, he has a
is he
data
taking
slate
the
on
data
him.
slate?
So
The film.
it's the memory stick
Oh yeah.
thing. Like you can pull it out from a data slate and then copy it onto another one. He's asking permission to remove the memory stick from your data slate and copy it.
Sure thing, but just copy those that pic recording. Okay, there's private stuff on there, you know.
Oh, don't worry, I don't care about that. And he copies over the recording and says, "Thank you. Your services have been well appreciated."
So, if I might inquire, officer, what was going to happen to him?
Oh, he'll be dropped off at the next void port and incinerated by the next plasma engine that goes by.
But and just looking disappointed, just kind of walk off.
Well, you helped condemn a man.
When you're dealing with the police, remember, officer, I'm going to remain silent. I'd like to see a lawyer. The last thing you should do is hand over evidence.
Anything you say can and will be used against you. Why is Harold the only one making the smart moves here?
Hey, I'm the one hiding in the crowd, not being noticed by the cops.
He hasn't said anything
Can we
yet.
go
He
back
hasn't.
to the church real quick?
I know. I'm just saying. But I would like to point out that Harold is doing the proper thing, and everyone else is running around him, making his situation worse.
Don't worry, Harold. We're friends.
Well,
Why do I?
Didn't think the arms would give a shit about a pickpocket dying.
Well, they really don't give a shit about him, but they do care about people killing each other on the ship. who dies isn't exactly important as who kills.
Can we go back to
So-
the church now, please?
Now, we are going to swap back to Ren. However, I don't know how this is going to turn out. So,
I have a plan.
you have a plan.
Go to Rosalina.
All right. So,
Yep.
Let me just real quick grab this guy's name. Oh, that's it. Ness. There we go.
Alright.
All right. So, oh, wait, I need this. And here we go. So, as the preacher leads you towards the confession booth, he opens up his chamber and bids you to sit in the other one.
I'm gonna do it.
Now, do you know the cliche thing to say when you...
Forgive me,
Sit at
Father, for
confession.
I have sinned.
It has been...
I don't know the rest of it, just whatever.
How long since your last confession?
Let's see. I would say this adventure has been going on for over a year.
Real time, not in-game.
In-game, how long has it been?
In-game, it has been going on for roughly 2 months, I think.
My last confession was in a year and a few months.
Yes. Tell me, child, what is it that you wish to confess?
I'm sure you're observant enough to notice that I am a preacher in training. Or I know a good chunk about it. I witnessed
You are,
things.
An amateur, yes.
Father, I've witnessed things. Things that cannot be explained.
And what were these things you saw?
You come from the same planet, correct? Desolium?
Yes, I was brought up as a temple revelationist until I took it on myself to board the Oath Unspoken and help the pilgrims move from Desolium to Thaur. A spiritual guide, if you will.
Oh, this fits right into there. Look, my friends and I, we weren't exactly the nicest of people. I think that goes without saying. But I witnessed a saint. A real living saint.
At this, you can almost hear him sit, straightening his posture as if jolted by some energy.
Now,
Yes?
I know this is not light news. That's why I needed to get aboard and spread his message. The missionaries on the planet are already erecting temples for him. I was one of his close friends. His name was Tobian Kirsch.
He is actually going to scrutinize that, even though you're telling the truth. So, let's see.
But Toby
Wait.
didn't make the demon roll.
Whoops, that was the wrong
I was a
thing.
Walmart living saint.
Yeah, this doesn't matter.
So you were fake.
Shush your faces.
He was close enough. So yeah, he actually made it, even though it gave him -20 somehow. This Roll20 must be fucking up somehow. But his target was 55. So he... There is no deceit in your voice. You're telling the truth.
There are things that I can lie about. And
What
then there's
became of this? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
There are things that I can lie about, but this... I could never repent enough for this if I lied about this. This living saint, this angel, he had a glowing aura around him and wings of darkened feathers.
Were his wings dark?
The mutation does say black feathers.
Not specifically.
It doesn't have to be dark feathers. It's
Whatever.
character and
That's what I
structure.
saw. No one ever said anything otherwise, so I always imagined him with black wings.
Oh well.
Anyway, he assisted us in a fight, and if not for him, we would have all died. I beseech you, aid us in our pilgrimage. His message needs to be spread.
What was his fate?
After the battle, he perished. We did a ceremonial burning of his body in accordance to the ecclesiarchy. I was the one to bear his final message. I must deliver. And I hold his ring in my hand. He has put me on a path that I must follow. I must deliver this to his next of kin and spread his message.
Automatic success on charm. The preacher leans forward. This is most troubling news. I will do all I can to persuade the authorities aboard the ship to see if I can reinstate you as proper passengers.
Now, my party consists of myself and 4 other members. Sorry. It consists of myself, Rosalina Lockwood, a rather burly gentleman by the name of Harold Blackbeard, my personal friend and close companion, Dr. Polonia, and my ever-faithful tech priest, Baltavarius Tarvak.
Very good. I will speak with Commander Hesiel and see what I can do. I feel as if, though, Captain Ansifor will be most persuadable.
I hate to ask this again, Father, but can you do this with all due haste? I feel as though my companion, Harold, will perish.
I will. However, for your penance, for your confession, 10 Fed Imperialis, and lighting of 20 devotional candles.
Very well, Father.
And you step outside of the confession booth. The preacher does not follow behind you. He seems content to sit there for a few moments.
I'm also gonna, and I know this is kind of cliche and everything, but I'm gonna have Riza with her big giant wings float delicately behind me. As if to amplify my point.
Your piety.
Yes. As you do that,
And I'm gonna do the Mark of the Aquila and say the Emperor protects.
are you going to actually do the things he's asked you to do?
Yes.
Alrighty. While you're doing that, Harold is being escorted into the brig of the Oath Unspoken. Let me just grab Harold real quick and put him here. Here you go. There you are. Just control yourself, and behind you are these two guys.
Okay.
So, they push you onward towards... Oh! Crap, I almost screwed up. They push you onward and tell you to go into cell... the third one here, to the right. So this one. And they are escorting you there.
Okay.
Alrighty, so... One of them shouts, "Open number 6!" And the door swings open. Very strangely. As you...
things open automatically.
Well, no, not really. They're electronic. And one of them tells you to take one step back, like facing away.
Yeah.
Closer to him, There you go. And he unlocks your manacles and reshuts the door.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. The walls are moving. Not
I didn't do it, I swear.
Gosh, I want to make a reference.
What reference?
I can't. Let's move on.
You can't.
I'll tell you later.
It's all about
Fair
that
enough.
mope stuff.
There you go.
So, they move away, and you are now locked in the cell of the brig. You see a modest waste management system down here, and a bunk with 2 beds in it. Up top, you see a man in an armored greatcoat with a bionic eye over his left, where his left eye should be. He is holding his hands behind his head, leaning back on a pillow as he casually looks over to you and says, "So, what did you do?"
Restore honor.
Fair enough. I wish I was in here for more honorable reasons. Though, of course, I am totally innocent, just like you.
Never said I was innocent.
No? Well, fair enough. In that case, he pulls himself up and sits with his feet dangling of the top bed. He says, "Jared Sincade, pleasure to meet you."
I am going to say the name that Iku.
That's an odd one, but I'm guessing you're not local.
No.
Just out of curiosity, how did you end up in a place like this, off-world? I mean, not a lot of people traveling around. Well, aside from people like me.
The reasons of my travel are my own.
Man, aren't you just a ton of fun? And he lies back down.
Well, at that, I will look over to Kershaw and say, "Are you ready to go try to get Harold?"
Are you?
Toby?
What?
Are you ready to go get Harold?
Yeah, I guess I'll put my helmet on to hide my face.
Right.
I'm gonna stay a good far away from this nonsense.
Good. We'll need
Alright.
you in case things go south and we can't get away.
No, I mean like I'm kind of waiting as in kind of like a middle point to kind of meet Rosalina.
Right. You're gonna
Okay.
stand outside the brig then.
Well, I will approach the brig.
Are you going to try and sneak in or something else?
Is it possible to sneak in, or is there like a guard there? I figured there'd be like a guard in front of a door to get into the cell.
The bulkhead portal itself is not guarded, but there is a man behind an armor glass window to the left of the portal.
Okay, then I'm just gonna walk confidently towards the cells unless someone tries to stop me.
Indeed.
Overcome bead. Beltarvok. I have gotten you guys a way of getting out of this situation with no bloodshed. I'm currently in the church. Give me the coordinates of your location.
And as I've been taking notes this entire time, I give her the exact coordination, and I immediately say, "The other two are attempting something. Shall I tell them to pull back?"
I'm gonna go on all comms. Polonia.
Yes.
I've talked to the preachers here. I think I've secured us. Harold will have no harm come to him.
And if you haven't, Harold will die to a plasma fire.
This ship's in warp right now. We have a couple of days before that happens.
I'll look over to Kershaw and say, we'll hold on the plan for now.
Just a nod.
We fade back into the crowd.
Indeed.
And I kind of wait at the exact coordinates for Rosalina, holding a piece of red cloth in my hand with a slight smile.
I'm also gonna make my way back towards them.
Indeed. So, I'm
I'm assuming I finished at the church.
You did.
And I'm gonna tell the preacher where I'm going to be. And give him my personal Vox information so that he may contact me.
Where are you going to be?
I am heading back to the team, which is at the brig. And then I'm just gonna hide over there.
Are you going to stay there?
For a couple of hours, just watching and observing.
I mean, you could go back to the Drunnels, aka the marketplace.
That's true.
We can meet up at the Drunnels.
Tarvok, meet me at the Drunnels.
On my way, and I pass this along to everyone else, and I actually start making my way as much as my old irradiated tail can make it.
Indeed. So, quick what?
As we're walking there, I'm going to give Polonia the other ticket for Urula Itchery.
Right.
Thank you, Kershaw.
Don't thank me. Thank the set I stole it from.
I certainly hope they realize you took their ticket and don't get caught and burned in a plasma fire.
Notable sacrifice.
I look down at the ticket with an unconvinced look.
And so we're at the market?
Indeed.
It's good to see you guys again.
As soon as I see her, I walk up to her with just a deep smile, like a sincere, solemn, air of happiness.
Oh, goodness. Why are they doing this now?
It's
Reason.
good to see you unharmed.
Yes. I've talked with the preacher here. He will try his best to get us cleared of all accusations and everything, as well as securing us some tickets.
I'm going to place my hands in my lab coat pockets and give an unconvinced look and say, and if you're wrong, Harold dies in a plasma fire.
If I'm wrong, then yes. But if I'm wrong, we have a couple of days before that happens, in which case, we simply take the brig.
So, how long are you willing to wait before we just try to get him out?
Tarvok, how long is this warp voyage for? Have you been able to figure that out?
Biggie, what kind of lore test would that be, or would I just know that?
Vicky is not here right now. Please leave your message after the beep.
Well, while we're waiting on that, I actually.
Here we go.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah. You would from what you've been able to gather, the voyage should take about 2 weeks subjective. That, of course, can change.
Yeah, let's give about 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but that's about the general idea of it.
Polonia, you seem uncertain.
I just am aware of the harshness of punishments aboard a naval vessel, as we can tell from the fact that they're just going to execute Harold over this in a particularly horribly barbaric way. I admit Harold frightens me at times, but I'm a bit too close to him to be okay with the idea of him having to sit on a platform waiting to be incinerated by a plasma fire.
I put a hand on Polonia's shoulder and show her my palm. And for the just quickest second, you see the flash of an Electu, which is an electric tattoo of the Inquisition logo. If it must come to that, we will take authority.
I'm glad to hear that. That does give me some comfort.
And then after doing that, I looked over to Ren. Now, Ren, there is something I wish to give you.
Yes?
Hold out your hand, my leader.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over and hold out my hand.
I place a piece of red cloth that's covering a small item inside your hand.
I'm gonna look down at the cloth, look back at him, look down at the cloth, and then finally open it.
Inside is a small hairpin, too small for you, but big enough for, say, a child. And on it is the sigil of the Lockwood household that seems to be hand carved, and it emits a glow, of radiance. And I whisper to you, protect the child. Let this help. And I give you a refractor field hairpin.
I'm just gonna look at it. Look at Polonia. And signal over for my cherub to come over.
Risa flies down, looking curiously at the hairpin that you're holding.
I'm gonna start putting it in her hair. Look, Risa. It's beautiful.
Out of character, we're giving the refractor field to the cherub.
It can only be used by her. It's a very small one.
Also, yes.
It would be literally useless to us.
Okay. I thought you were like, okay, I made the commerce roll and I'm giving the refractor field I got to the pet.
Hey!
No, I am giving it to the sheer blessing of the Omnissiah made manifest.
Don't you talk about Risa like that.
It's not Risa, it's just her
Shut
body.
your face!
Anyway.
Okay.
And I look back to her and I kind of take her hand. The Emperor guides us. The Omnissiah delivers us. Please, in the name of the Omnissiah, protect the child. Don't let her end up like mine.
I'm just gonna kind of like look at you like,
Well, I'm not saying they're separate entities. I'm just using both names like simultaneously.
Oh no, I'm just giving you a look like, stop it.
I'm gonna stare analytically at Tarvok with a bit more understanding.
Don't
Alright.
let her end up like mine.
Anyway, I'm gonna walk back up to Risa, fix her hair.
And I kind of collect myself and try to Try to remember how bad the universe is to kind of bring myself down.
As Risa floats back up into the air, you see that she has a glow to her that you, of course, know to be from the hairpin, but it gives her a divine aspect.
This would have been useful like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it
Well-
would have.
Anyway,
Well, aren't you a bunch of fun? Anyway, Tech Priest,
Yeah.
I think that one man in the shack must not be busy now. I think that would be a good time to go take a peep in. Follow my lead.
And you just kind of, from my coat, you hear the clacking of a bunch of weapons being cocked. Right now.
No, just
I'm-
no. Uncock those now. They do not screw around. And you, crazy lady, you wait outside. I don't want you burning this one down too. But come, Tech Priest friend. Doctor, you can come too if you want.
I suppose I might as well.
You,
Ren, are you going to be alright?
yes.
And then I will continue off with them, hands and coat.
I'm gonna go over to this vendor's table. Okay, back down there.
Actually, this is a perfect time for Ren to do her off-screen shopping.
Exactly. I think you got what I was doing.
Yeah.
and I kind
So,
of look at Kirshan, I was like, while we're walking, you don't seem as intimidated by her as I am. Have you had dealings with those of the ecclesiarchy or?
I find people that rely on faith lack substance, and she definitely lacks substance. And besides, if you think ecclesiarchy women are crazy, you seen the Navy women? Ay.
Try
Can I hear this over the comms?
It's open, so yeah, you can hear it.
Emperor's teeth.
So, as we
I'm gonna
Come-
give a
come here.
discontent look at your Navy woman comment.
approach the shack, I'm just gonna look to the man. I'm just gonna say, "Praise the ancestors, friend," and just gonna shimmy on in, like I own the place.
He does not appear to stop you.
Guess we all shimmy on in.
Indeed. So,
And
let me-
I look to Polonia. Also, watch your surroundings. I find that these kind of men can be a bit. They don't care about personal space or your body. So just be careful.
Noted.
As-
You too. Don't talk. Only speak when spoken to, and let me handle this. I know a bit more about these people.
And I give him a slight insult in binary speak.
Indeed.
I nod wordlessly.
Oh crap, that's
No
wrong.
token.
I am missing the token. Why is that?
And it's gone.
Hold on. I have to do some real quick adjustments. Here he is. Ah. Let me just save that. Here we go. And as you enter the shack, you see that it is built with some kind of prefab material, though most of it... Wait, when did the music stop? No, I didn't want that. Let's just go back to this. Here we go.
No, Biggie, a quick question.
Yeah.
This is Izumat, correct?
Hmm?
I think you gave me this guy's name earlier. It was Izumat? This?
No. You heard that name, though you haven't been able to connect that to anything.
Okay. So I guess as we walk in,
Actually, hold on. You have heard this guy's name.
Yeah,
The big guy mentioned it earlier. Yeah, it
put
was.
it in chat. I don't think you did.
I didn't put it in chat, but I specifically said
Thank
it.
you. Okay.
Yeah, here we go. And oh wait, is that correct? Don't think so. Is it? Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Okay,
So-
proceed.
As you walk into the prefab shed, as prefab as that can be, you see a man sitting in a unornamented room behind a simple desk on a simple chair. You see he appears to be a slight man with lank, oily hair that hangs over his eyes. Stir's face sports a perpetual and slightly unsettling grin, while, yes. So, he looks at you as he appears to be shuffling a deck of cards and says, "And how can I be of service today?"
Oh, hello, Calvin. Gulskin sent me here, but I can't find Stovan. Do you know where he is?
Het? Let's see.
I ran a little late on the shuttle on the way up, and I guess he got here first.
He sits back. He leans back in his chair and says, Stovan didn't. He came here earlier, though he didn't mention where he was going. I could tell you what he asked for.
By all means.
I don't give away for free. That would put me out of business.
Okay.
So, what are you?
Do you
willing
want
to
items,
trade?
or do you want information, or something else?
Oh, make an offer, and I will give you information based on how good the offer is.
Hey, really. So, I'm going to reach into my my cloak, pull out a dose obscura and an injector. I think this could get me good with, yes?
A modest offer, yes. And I'll tell you this. There is a not so long ago, a dark stone-like object came into the possession of a local merchant known as Goras Malk. It seems that Stovan was interested in this item.
Could you put that name in chat?
I can. See. Here we go.
Thank you. Was there anything else?
Oh, make another offer.
And I kind of nudge Kershaw and kind of just jingle my backpack, which is full of
Crap.
Well then, take please, friend. If you have an offer for him, by all means. And by the way, these two are with me.
a pleasure.
New hires by Gulskin.
Yes, they were never very technologically savvy, so that's why I was brought aboard.
I'm just gonna kind of jab you inside with my elbow. Just shut up.
And I actually looked to him. And I looked at what kind of cards are you shuffling? Playing cards or tarot cards?
Tarot cards.
And I make note of that.
Indeed.
And I throw my bag on the table for him to look through to see if there's anything that catches his eye.
Let me double check your backpack to see your inventory.
It is actually there's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, I forget how much crap you can have. I need to look. Let's see. Flat clan data slate, stop revolver, red grenade.
Obviously, stuff that's not on me is.
There's a lot of crap in here. He looks over and says, I have a pick of the items.
Yeah. And actually, and then one of the ones I pulled out when I pulled my bag out was the Xenos artifact I got from Hashin.
Oh boy, roll for me a willpower test. Actually,
You told me it was like when I got it, it was just a piece of glass.
Oh yeah, whoops. Hessian, you mean?
Hessian. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a.
My bad. It wasn't one of those Xenos artifacts.
No, it was just the cone that has like that looks pretty.
No, the cone is the one that was taken from the base, from the
Oh, well,
temple.
then yeah, well, then you know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the one. It's a memento. The glass spiral.
Yes.
It's a trinket could fetch a nice prize. Though, he points at your data slate and says, now that I could work with.
I'm half tempted to let his eyes rot when he looks into this thing. But no, I say, what you better make a good, and I mean a damn good offer for that.
Let me think. Tell you what, there have been, I can give you 2 names and the reason, and I can also tell you what Stovan was looking for.
And I look at the data slate. This thing has more names and reasons than you could possibly imagine. Just what will you give me for the artifact?
For the artifact? A rumor.
Go ahead.
There's been a higher than normal number of crew that have gone recently missing from the lower deck.
To answer the question, yes, everything is open.
And he takes the trinket.
I was asking that to Harold.
Oh.
No.
Oh no, right. So Harold is just humming to himself in the cell.
Yeah.
Are we inside the guy's place? Okay. Cool.
Yeah, like let me just move you 3 properly in here.
Yeah, because anyway, I'll just continue to remain silent at Kershaw's request and just look at the tarot cards.
Indeed.
Actually, has he placed any on the table?
He has not. He is simply shuffling the deck like a nervous tick almost.
Perhaps I could make you a slight fun offer if you're up for it.
Let's hear it.
I will give you 1 piece of information off my data slate in exchange for a tarot reading.
Well, I should probably tell you that I don't actually know how to use these. It's more of a calming effect that I like to put on.
Then how about a trade? A piece of information for the tarot cards.
Now that I can work with. Make me an offer.
I'm gonna shoot Tarmok a questioning glance, but still remain silent.
And I kind of whisper. Actually, I kind of whisper to her in Eldari, see if I can do it. This is simply how business is conducted.
I'm gonna just tell you in Eldari, what the hell are you doing? And I'm going to roll. I'm going to roll.
Yes. Rolls needed.
Damn,
I'm telling you, what the hell you doing?
I'm gonna stare astounded at Kershaw and continue to remain silent because I didn't know you spoke Eldari.
Yes, you did. I told you.
No, I didn't know Kershaw spoke it.
He told you that he did.
Oh, never mind.
Probably just forgot.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And never mind that then.
And the information I choose to give him is
he said make an offer. He hasn't accepted it yet, so tell him what kind of information you're offering.
I have information regarding how long have you been off the Solium, or have you even been on it?
The Solium itself? Never. Though I do take oath script as currency. Or guild script, that's what it's called.
Perhaps a rumor regarding charnel houses would interest you. The politics of a planet can be a feisty business.
For the tarot deck, roll for me a commerce, and he's going to oppose you with his commerce.
If you're, by the way, just out of character, if you wonder what I'm doing, it's called breaking the ice.
Let's see.
Out of character, I'm sitting here like, why are you getting a tarot deck?
This
To
is
establish
all-
to establish a business relationship. We have now exchanged information, and now we are speaking as business partners, not as one. I'm putting myself in a position where we are equal, not he is looking over us.
Well, fair enough. I'm remaining silent in character. It's all you.
Indeed. And he takes. He considers the offer and says, sold.
And I give him the information regarding, leaving my part out of it, give him the information of the Charnel House Rebellion and how, basically, like some slight notes of how they were turned against each other through manipulation of power. Maybe something he can use in the future against other places.
Right.
And I kind of is there a seat like in front of his desk?
Is there a seat? No, there is not.
So there's no chairs around?
No, there is
Actually,
only
so-
his desk and his chair.
And
This
I
appears
walk-
to be a very deliberate effect.
Indeed. And so I walk over there and kind of put my hands on his desk. Now that the pleasantries are out of the way, and I slip the tarot deck into my jacket. Now we can discuss true information. What kind of information would you want in exchange for these names? I cannot give you everything. There are things even you must not look at. But what can I interest you in? And I whisper, and I kind of whisper closely to him. Everything is a factor, and I've become really good at writing these down.
What have you written down aboard the ship so far?
A simple map. Notes on how many of injured. Market prices. Let's see. Certain discrepancies of languages between the different pilgrims. Noted languages that I've noticed.
Now this I can use. I will counteroffer. I will give you the names, but not the rumors.
All right, my friend, for the rumors, business is business. But how about the rumors for a pack of glow sticks?
Now that I can always deal with. 1 pack.
1 pack of 12. And I throw it on his desk.
Perfect.
And I kind of move back once I've made my offer, and like I've written everything down for that I'm giving him and put it on a data, take out the data stick and give it to him to exchange it once he gives it to us.
Indeed. So, now the names first. There is a narco smuggler aboard the ship who was ousted by one of my previous clients. He happened to be caught down in the corpse holds. Apparently, my former clients did not wish him to see what they were doing, and they turned the armsmen on him. That would be Jarad Sincade. The second name would be, let's say, I will, actually, the second name has to do with a rumor, and that's the fact that Stovon appears to be looking for mercenaries and gun hands. And although I can't tell you who he's talked to, I can tell you about one of them that turned it down. And that would be Ternas Del.
So, you don't know where Stovon is, but do you know where the mercenaries usually congregate, my friend?
Yes, I do, and I'll throw that one in for free. Around the outskirts of the Drunels, there are a man that there are men there. The men there usually are renting rooms and hiring out their services when they're not busy buying all their by spending all their script on cheap Amasek.
I will continue to silently look about the room.
And I actually kind of pull up next to Ponia. Ponia, is there any questions you wish to ask him?
No. He already said he doesn't know how to do a reading, and the cards were just for show.
But I have talked with I have spent a lot of time with Tobias Kirsch. I may be able to read them. I will attempt this later. And I look to him. Now, is there anything else you have to offer us?
I do not.
Well, one more thing before we go.
Yeah.
I saw earlier that you had some more inheritor people coming here.
Yes. My former clients.
Just a tarot card reading, or something more lucrative?
Oh, that would be telling. Make an offer.
All right. I will get back to you on that.
Wait.
You know where to find me.
Wait, actually, I actually step up and pull something out. You said so I've seemed to have taken away your stress relief, but perhaps I could offer you another one?
Make an offer.
I pull out a book from my pouch, and it is called My Desire to Copulate You is Only Eclipsed by My Devotion to Him.
He looks at the book. I haven't read that one yet.
Trust me. On a cold, lonely night on a ship, it will offer some comfort. Trust me on this. And I kind of give him like a almost casual, like, trust me, bro. I know what I'm talking about, kind of ordeal. Trying to approach him as a more casual thing.
He tilts his head. Sure, I'll give you what that book is worth. They were the inheritors were asking about the songers.
They're on this ship, yes?
On this ship, indeed.
Emperor's Teeth.
Do I have lore relating to the song?
This would be forbidden lore to Soim, wouldn't it?
This would be... Well, yes, it would be. Either that or Heresy.
I have both. Do I get a bonus?
Plus 10 on either one.
Well, take this, friend. Looks like we have our work cut out for us, yes?
Actually, can I just use that fate point to pass that since I haven't used any?
I mean, yeah, you rolled beforehand, but had you decided, like, to use the fate point?
Yeah, that's up to you. I'll let you decide if I can have it.
Yeah, you could have fate pointed to auto-succeed that. Had you asked, like, a few seconds earlier, then yes,
yeah, I just forgot I could do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, tell me about these songers. with a 4 degrees of success.
Oh no, this is you knowing about them. Well, you know that you know that they were involved in the shootout that started this whole mess,
Okay.
and they are one of the strain of the Callers of Sorrow.
And when this happens, I just kind of slump, just my shoulders, and just, of course, and I at this point I just bow to him. Omniscience blessings upon you, sir, and just kind of walk out looking for a Ren.
Indeed.
You know, Tech Priest friend, those artifacts you found at Golskin's base, those were from those sungers. That's where they got them. At least going to get them.
Indeed.
My guess is, you might want them back.
Yes, and actually, while Krishan is talking to me, can I give him, like, I'm gonna look over. I'm not sure if I need awareness. Just like baseline, what does he have? Does he have anything notable, like on his, like, just front person, his front visage?
I mean, wouldn't you just be able to see that?
That's what I'm asking. This is more directed towards Toby.
Right.
Like
any piece of notable jewelry or.
Oh, yeah, there's a pretty ornate locket. I mean, it's just combat gear.
I looked at him. That locket. It's not of any design I've noticed before.
Oh, this old thing, friend, I made it. God. How long ago was that? 15 years ago? Gosh, when you say it out loud like that.
Trust me, almost 30 years ago, I had, events happened in my life that I not sure if I regret to this day, and I smile and kind of just point to my irradiated visage. That was 30 years ago tomorrow, actually, or 31 years tomorrow.
Thankfully, you survived.
And I kind of look at Polonia and just and she sees me start twitching as I've been known to do. I did. I did. But it wasn't directed towards me, now was it?
I look up. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say 30 kilograms lighter, smaller frame, and I would never made it.
Hey, crazy lady with the flamer. We're done. Let's get moving. That's going on the comm beat.
I'm gonna give a concerned look at Tarvok before looking off in the distance and saying, I was just thinking of Harold. It won't matter how big he is when a ship engine turns on him.
Remember that do you remember those guys you set free at Port Gyre?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not going to get incinerated by this ship. He's going to get incinerated by a shuttle of some description.
And I again point to my hand. Again, if worse comes to worse, we will enact authority higher than they could possibly comprehend.
I just still worry about him.
Do you know what punishments would await them if they were to kill someone like us? They cannot comprehend it. Their suffering will be unending. And like at this point, I'm just like in full like twitching.
And I'm just gonna kind of give him a playful slap on the back. Well, remember, Tech Police friend, we don't exist. And I give him a playful wink and just walk off to Rin.
And with that, I kind of just start Actually, Iggy, can we make a pettiness check? We haven't made one of those in a while.
Yeah, sure.
And I kind of note the slap on the back and write something down on my data slate.
I mean, you did succeed. No, wait, you didn't succeed. Hold on. Don't I usually give you like plus 40 on these?
Oh, do you? Then yeah, I passed.
Yeah, I usually go super high on that.
Fair enough. So, I just mark it down still,
Indeed.
but I do calm down.
So, are you
Let us
going
Let us
to go find Ren?
Yes.
I mean,
I
it's kind
follow.
of hard not to miss Lady petting a cherub.
Yeah, a glowing cherub that I'm cleaning the wings of.
Indeed.
What
guess
if I
it's
told you I'm being subtle, lady? You're not very good at it.
I'm gonna give a concerned look, but try to hide it.
Well, anyway, did you catch all that over the combi? Yes?
Of course.
Looks
I'm
like we
gonna-
have our cut out for us.
I'm
We might as
gonna
well
let Frieza fly up.
She does.
We might as well start with the Durunla outskirts. Inquire about these mercenaries, yes?
Well, there was the merchant that he mentioned, who is in the Runnels.
Did he mention what this person sold?
Everything. Let's see. He said, Malk deals in anything and everything, for he acquires his merchandise primarily through bartering with travelers, and even with his fellow merchants. So it's just a bunch of knickknacks and
a crap
assorted
manager.
junk. Crap
No.
manager.
My-
yes.
my-
Because I was running around buying stuff earlier, can I actually just know who would be... Can I do an awareness check to know who it was?
You can do an inquiry test to know see if you can find out who it is.
Do I get that too because I also was buying stuff?
I mean, are you asking things? I mean, you asked beforehand before you got the name, so no.
That's true.
Nope.
Nope, sadly.
We have no inquiry.
Can I make an awareness to kind of look around who's selling
Yeah.
junk?
Yeah,
Or I have
you-
inquiry too if you want.
you can do that too. Actually,
No? Okay.
never
that
mind.
works.
Never mind. That works. Doesn't matter. So, as you look around, you spot him right here.
Hey, Dick, please. I think the merchant we're looking for the one to our left by the door, yes?
Possibly. And I said,
Look, look in the tent. He's selling all sorts of knickknacks.
and I kind of just lick my lips a minute and just like, would you like me to? And I looked at Ren. Ren, would you like to join me? We both have a way with words when it comes to dealing with these sort of events.
Yes. And I will begin walking back over.
While you two are doing that, I'm going
Ah!
to... I'm just... Why? Why? Why'd you ask?
Because he kept
we-
putting his token on top of mine.
Oh,
Sorry.
I thought it was
say-
something I said. I'm pretty much just gonna go shop for ammo, just off screen.
And I looked at her. How do you want to play this?
By your lead.
And I kind of crack all four of my knuckles and make sure I check my bag, of junk and lead the way. And I walk over to him in a very kind of pleasant tone. Omnisized blessings, friend.
Ah, hello. What can I get you on this fine day?
A good deal on assortment of wares. And I kind of just flash him a quick, like, opening up my bag to show him that we're kind of of the same cloth.
Ah, whole heap of junk. I approve of this.
And I kind of motion in, may we? And I kind of motion towards the tent, may we?
Ah, yes, please, enter. Have a look at my wares.
Are we gonna handle buying and shopping off screen?
Yes. Like, we will, but this is a plot point.
Like, this is more information than anything.
Yeah, like, he's not going in there to buy anything. He's
Well-
just...
Well, off screen I am, but yeah, like like, what we're doing now is just the information part.
Indeed.
And I say, oh, before we start, and I offer my hand to him, Boltavarius Tobok.
Ah, Gora's milk.
And I point to my friend, would you like to?
Hmm?
I
I'm
would
just
like
gonna
to-
hold out my hand the way a noble holds out their hand to a peasant. Yes. Ren Roseless.
He takes your hand and kisses the back of it. Ah, my lady. What can a humble Gora's milk get you on this fine day?
And I kind of note. Do I note Polonia come in, or was she being subtle, or were you trying to be stealthy about it?
Yeah, I was just trying to be subtle, just trying to like peek inside.
Fair enough. Have the wares been good these days, friend? Or have sales been good these days, friend?
They've been a good barter, and in the journals, what better could you ask for?
Indeed. Has there been any patterns in sales of certain items, perhaps?
No, not specifically. I haven't. Well, do you say when you say pattern? Do you mean like something off?
No, I mean like for example, if people were buying more ammo or more stuff like that, like combat gear, or are they buying more distractions? Are they buying more? What's hot right now?
For him, he replies that no, there hasn't been much of a pattern, at least not with him. He's not so sure about the other merchants, but he had, well, due to the nature of his inventory, he rarely notices anything like a pattern. But
Okay.
if you were to ask for, say, something out of the ordinary, now that would be different.
Ren said, looks like she wanted to say something real quick.
Yeah.
All right, we're here for information. Your junk means nothing to me.
And I put my hand on my face.
Would you like to automatically succeed on an intimidate test?
Yep.
There you go.
You will give us all the information of the last few days, and all people who have walked in here.
That's a lot of people. I don't exactly keep scrupulous records.
Can I do an awareness check to see if he has like some kind of pick recorder in the room?
Yes, you can.
Do I get any bonuses on that?
Plus 20. Yeah, you nailed that. As you look around, you see that the man has a pick recorder. However, it appears to be for sale and not turned on.
Information now.
I'm not sure what you're asking for. What do you wish to know?
Really quickly, Toby, what was the information that we needed?
Apparently there was some kind of, let's see, it was here it is. Not long ago, a strange dark stone-like object came into the possession of one of the local merchant named Gora's Milk, and it seems that Stovan asked about it.
Yeah, I was getting to that part.
A man by the name of Stovan came in here looking for a black stone. You'll give us all the information about said black stone and about the man himself. Now.
Was that his? That must have been his name. It was that thing. It was like a shard of pottery, but cold and oily to the touch. I didn't place much value in it. Hold on.
So it's no longer in your possession.
No, goddamn. It is no. I sold it, though. What does this Stovan look like?
I guess I could cast fill-in.
Yeah, you can cast fill. You can cast
fill-in as a parent.
Yeah, he kind of looks similar to Kirshen, actually. Similar, but not quite. So you give him the description, yes?
Yep.
Indeed. Whoever bought it from me did not look like that. So it was a few hours ago, an unusual man in black robes purchased the item for a king's ransom in Thorian bone chips. I usually would have insisted on a proper hackle, but the amount the stranger offered was simply too much to pass up.
So
The,
I'll go on the combi, like while he's talking, and tell him to ask if he had a necklace made of like strange, like rocks with strange symbols on them.
This man, the necklace that he bore on his... Did it have any strange symbols?
It had a bunch of animal teeth, and I don't know. I wasn't paying too much attention. He handed me. Well, I was kind of focused on the bone chips that he handed me.
Can I scrutinize him? I would think a junk merchant would pay close attention to a trinket like that.
Roll scrutiny.
Can I roll scrutiny since I'm listening in?
Yes, with a -10. Ouch.
Fuck it, fate point.
Yep.
It was just.
Let's see.
Hey, I made it.
The target was.
Target's 30, rolls 25.
Yeah. Wait, how'd you get a different target?
He rolled security.
Oh, that was security, but the roll is good.
Yeah, roll's good.
Considering the amount that he's talking about, it sounds like he's telling the truth, though he's probably just trying to not get into trouble.
Yeah, we're dealing with a scared man, not a cooperative man.
Careful now, crazy lady. He might pee his pants.
It means nothing to me. What other information can you offer me on this guy? Location, habits, anything and everything that you have on this man.
Yes, do you have a ledger of a transaction? Like,
I do not, but I can tell you how much he paid.
how much was that?
So he handed him 100 bone chips, which is roughly 2 influence.
Sheesh.
Yeah. Like I said, King's Ransom. And large denomination coins, i.e. he picks out one of the bone chips, and you can see there appears to be a small chip from a femur. Actually, Polonia, you can recognize. Polonia actually recognizes where the bone comes from, and it has some scrimshawing upon it.
Could you,
So I recognize it as a human femur.
Indeed.
You can actually ask if it was real and not some kind of synthetic bone. But so we're dealing with someone who is.
I'll speak up and say, "Oh, it's real."
So we're dealing with someone of vast wealth, perhaps even more than yourself, Ren Roseless.
Definitely sounds like an inheritor to me, my friends.
Alright, let's get going.
And I actually looked at this man and put a hand on his shoulder. I do apologize about him. And I actually offer him something from my bag to kind of keep him quiet and not tell the other merchants what happened or no one what happened here. And I offer him my instrument.
Do you have the cover-up talent?
I do not.
Well, I would have let you spend an influence point to cover it up, to acquire 1d5 subtlety.
Right. So,
but fair enough. He will
accept the instrument.
He takes it, though. Actually, no, he doesn't accept it because, well, he explains to you that no, I do not take gifts. We haven't even haggled yet.
Well,
and
we'll handle that off camera.
Yeah,
that will be handled off camera. But yes, you seem to get the feeling that the merchants and inhabitants of the Drunels.
No, Tarvok, you get away from here. I'm talking to her without you first.
Oh, sorry.
Whoops.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so you start getting Tarvok starts getting the feeling with his commerce skill that the people of the Drunels seem to view haggling as an art form, and even just a good haggle can be the same as a good price. So go ahead, Ren and Polonia first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ren, exactly how long do you think it's going to take to get Harold out of his cell?
Maybe a few days.
We only have a few days, though. What if it takes longer than that?
Then we go in there and get him. And then make a daring
Hold on, I
escape.
thought we had weeks.
You had 2 weeks subjective, but remember, warp travel.
Yeah.
Or shenanigans, right?
Yes.
I'm no stranger to warp travel. I don't say that in character. And then I continue. Tarvok seems and my comm bead's off. Tarvok seems
Mine is off as well.
extremely distressed over past loss.
I've noticed.
It seems like he's attempting to find things to fixate on to cope with it.
Yes. It would seem that he wants to help out Frieza. And I'm gonna look at my cherub. His gifts are appreciated, but it does irk me a little bit. I don't know, I'm very protective.
I tilt my head and raise my eyebrow and say, well, Riza's not the only attempt at fixation I've seen him pursue. It's just concerning behavior. It might be good to find someone for him to talk about these things with when we get back to the hive.
I will keep a note of this.
Something to reflect on. I worry about him.
Yes, I do.
And at that point, I think you'd finally get catch up to his Tarbok.
Can I have a smile on my face? Because, actually, Viggy, can I do something, like, just as, not regarding the actual market, can I spend a fate point for Mastery Commerce to, like, basically blow this, like, show if, and as a way of showing, like, if heckling is an art form, to show this man that I'm a Picasso?
Sure, you can.
Like, and that may help get us some reputation in the marketplace.
If you wish, you will be able to buy deer drunnels at a discount later.
Yes, and I kind of walk out with a smile, fixated, kind of looking through my bag with, like, whatever junk I come up with. Actually, flipping through the tarot card deck.
Indeed. Would you like to know what the first card you pull is?
What is the first card I pull?
The Imperium.
And I kind of smile and show it to Ren. A good sign, a good omen.
It is facing up, therefore it signifies moderation and good influence.
What's the actual equivalent card? Like, out of character, what's the Imperium equivalent to in an actual deck?
What's the Imperium equivalent?
Yeah, like,
actually,
I will. I'll get it. And I'll just demote. I can pull up the PDF.
Yeah, I can actually just send. Yeah, Toby can actually send you the PDF of the actual deck and what it looks like. Hell, I'm holding one right now.
Yes, you have a trinket. That's impressive.
Yeah.
I look
Actually,
over at Rosalina a little bit stunned. I thought you would take such things seriously.
A mild headache.
Actually, Ren, roll willpower for me. Straight up.
Where the hell's willpower? There it is.
You make it. However, as you are speaking with Polonia and are about to answer, you can feel a ripple go through you. You are not sure what it is, but Polonia, you notice that Ren appears to have gotten a slight nosebleed that she hasn't even noticed.
Can I make a Forbidden Lore human real quick?
Yes.
Now, I'm assuming this is all happening within like a second.
Yes, this is all happening very quickly.
I'm gonna fate point reroll that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Got it.
I take note of the nosebleed, and you see a sly grin spread across my face for just a second. I give you a knowing glance
Actually,
before turning back to everyone else.
everyone roll for me a Psyniscience test. I know you don't have it, but I want to see if any one of you can make it.
Does that include me?
That includes all of you, including Harold, actually.
Okay. Wait, the roll.
I know who that is supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, your horse is not here.
My horse is everywhere.
Your horse is not psychic, Pri. Oh my god, that would be horrifying.
Oh god.
my horse is a certified therapist. Thank you very much.
Okay, did anyone even get close? No, not even close.
I failed the least hardest.
Still not.
I am so confused.
Yeah.
I'm gonna notice the
you-
blood hitting the ground, and I'm just gonna wipe my face. What?
I'm gonna pull out a handkerchief and hand it to you.
It must be the dried recycled air.
Oh, it's quite common, Ren. You don't need to worry about it.
Tarvok giggles under his rebreather.
Hey, you don't know anything.
I mean, he is giggling at the situation.
No, like just the recycled air one part.
You don't know anything. You didn't make your forbidden lore human.
No, but he is giggling at, like, Ren not being able to handle, like, people can see what you're doing, and he's giggling at the fact that Ren can handle recycled air.
Like she
Okay.
said that. That's all he's giggling at because he's got a rebreather on.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. So,
Thank you, Polonia.
where off to next?
Well, since we're in the journals, let's search the outskirts for this
For the mercenary?
turn in style.
Yes.
Roll inquiry.
I'm gonna say that Calvin Stir gave you the rough location, and you should be able to find it from there. So, let's just move here because this is the Drunels map I have.
I'm gonna respond to Ren and say, "Don't worry about it. When I was serving on ships in medical school, it would happen to the astropaths all the time."
Mope, just real quick, Medicae Scolum.
Okay.
Just for reference.
Is that a standard Medicae?
No. Like medical school in 40K is Medicae Scolum.
Is that under Scholastic?
No.
Ooh, that's the institution.
I'm telling you what the 40K name for it is.
Oh, excuse me.
No worries.
Okay.
Just making your dialogue a bit more
I
flavorful.
thought you were trying to tell me to take a check. What was it again? Medicae Scolum?
No. That's like Medicae is medical and school is Scolum in 40K.
Okay, so I would say when I went to Medicae Scolum.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Is anyone else hand hurt?
What?
I'm making the
No.
picture that's being posted.
Oh,
Oh, I
right.
thought you were masturbating through this whole thing.
Only when we're
Wait.
buying.
You aren't?
Anyway, I'm just
Let's
gonna
keep moving.
I'm gonna make a note
So-
of what Polonia just said.
Right. So, as you move to the outskirts of the Drunels, you arrive at the described location from Calvin Stir, and you see the room number that Ternas Dell is supposedly renting.
So before anyone moves, I'm just gonna look to the group. Stay quiet and let me handle this, okay?
I'm just gonna sigh and be like, alright, and when you fail, I'll clean up.
I give
Oh
you a
yeah, it's like
silent
how you
look.
cleaned up with those arms. And yes, very subtle. Yes. I knock on the door.
The door slides to the side as you see a older gentleman, his face tan and his hair white. He is his beard, a mutton stash, is also somewhat thinning and sharing the gray hair color of his head. He looks at you and says, "Who do you want?"
Turnestell?
That would be me.
I would like to talk to you.
Why does everyone want to talk to me today? Look, I've had it's been a rough translation. I'd like to get some sleep.
Then this will be quick.
Roll for me a charm plus 20. This should be easy.
I guess I'll use my last fate point.
Yep, made it.
So I didn't
Yeah.
have the plus 20, but
Yeah, you made it just fine. Yeah. Fine. And he slides the door all the way open. He appears to be wearing some kind of undershirt and cargo pants. Khaki. And he lets you in. You can see that his room is a mess of different weapons and armors.
now then, I will get straight to the point. I know Stovan Het was here earlier. Do you know where he went? Goldskin is his employers are not very happy with him. He's getting a little too big for his britches. Yes.
He holds up a finger to you and says, "You just said a whole bunch of names, implying that I have any idea what you're just talking about. First of all,
A man.
I don't know any man named Stovan, and I sure as hell don't know a man named Resk or Golskin."
Okay, a man similar to my appearance came looking to hire you for some less than reputable work. Yes?
Roll for
Not too long
me.
ago.
Roll for me another charm plus 20. Actually, this would be an inquiry test.
Any
Yes,
Oh,
same plus 20.
yeah.
Made it. No. If you're wondering about the man that came earlier and asked about me, no, he didn't look like you. Unless my eyes have gone that bad, and you're wearing a black robe.
Anyways.
Ah.
What kind of work was he trying to get from you? The people that employ him aren't too happy with him, and they sent me to deal with him. Make this quick, and your day, it's a lot better.
That is a deceive, and I'm going to roll a scrutiny against you.
Any modifier?
Let's see. You get a plus 10 on this one.
God damn.
Yeah. I failed hard. So, all right. Yeah. Someone did come here. A somber man approached with some kind of vague offer, promising a large payout in Thorian bone chips. I turned it down, not because the payment wasn't good, but I found the man extremely untrustworthy. Put it down to experience, but there was something about him I didn't like.
Fair enough. Did he give you any specifics?
No, like I said, I turned him down.
Hmm. Do you know anyone else he was hiring?
No, I usually just keep to myself. Though, he did, strongly imply that the job might put us at odds with the ship's captain, something that I, want no part of.
I'm just gonna turn the rest of the group. Do you have anything you want to ask him? Make it quick.
I'm just gonna look at Tarvok.
So,
No.
Is there anything you want to ask him?
Do we have all the information that we need?
I believe that's all we're getting from him.
did you ask him how many bone chips he was offered?
He said a large payout. And if going by that one merchant's payout, I'm guessing it was a good chunk.
Indeed. And I kind of just heave under my breath. Just. So, do we have a plan? And I kind of just. Actually, I signal this to Renroses. Do we have a plan?
Just follow the information.
As we are wont to do.
Well, Krishan claps his hands together. Sorry for taking up your time. We'll be going now.
Yeah, you
And
do that.
for your assistant, and if he has any excess bone chips, I'll slide some your way. Yes.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Alright. Have a nice day. Then I walk out.
And the door slides behind you. Now, the next part is going to take a bit, so I'm not sure I want to start it right now. So,
It's a good spot to leave off.
Actually, do you have what are you going to do? Like, what's your next plan of action? Actually, I am curious.
Well, inquire about Gerard Sincade.
Ah, yeah, Gerard Sincade. That's the other lead you have left. So, if you're going to do that, roll for me inquiry, and anyone who wants to assist can do so.
I will assist.
Oh, I want to roll an inquiry.
Okay, do you actually have inquiry?
She can roll it, but she can't assist you.
Damn it!
Okay, whoever
Now,
has inquiry, who had.
Now, theoretically, since I assisted, doesn't that actually mean she passed?
Did you? I mean, yeah, technically you could have assisted her.
Or I just kind of did like a assist in the whole inquiry process.
Right. Fair enough. Actually, yeah. I think if you don't roll, you can assist.
Yeah, not rolling.
Yeah. So, Ren, you actually do make it.
Well,
Yeah.
then can Tarvok assist me?
I mean, sure, you can try and grab some extra information.
Oh well,
No.
worth a try.
Oh well, that's good thing she rolled. So, as Ren moves about, chatting to the various inhabitants of the Drunnels, dropping the name of Jarrett Sincade, she finds out that he was recently arrested by the Armsmen,
Oh crap!
and if
I think we
he
already
is
did know.
if he is anywhere, he would be in the brig. And for those who are really attentive,
Harold, what's the name of your cellmate?
Harold has turned off his microbeam.
besides
I
you
can't blame
wouldn't
him.
you wouldn't be able to talk to him even if you tried. You are too far away, and you would have to be standing like right next to the brig in order to have any chance of reaching him.
I could still try, though.
You hear nothing, but I like the fact that you that you remember that yes, the Harold's cellmate previously, and unbeknownst to everyone but Harold, was indeed Jared Sincade.
Damn it, Harold. He did the right thing this entire episode.
Actually,
Yeah.
I was
and now
fucking
we are-
quiet.
Yeah,
Whoa.
we all are like almost got him executed.
actually, I'm pretty sure by the time we get there, his name's gonna be Mary.
What are you talking about? He's gonna be the one who's making them his.
That's what I'm saying. I'm implying that this Sinclair guy is gonna be Mary.
Sincade.
Oh,
God damn it.
he's gonna be Harold.
Anyways,
Here you have been running around for more than 2 hours, and Harold is single-handedly solving the damn case.
Without saying a word.
Yep. And on that bombshell, we'll pick it up next time. Find out how exactly the warband is going to break Harold out of prison, if at all.
I have a plan.
Does it involve fire and promethium?
No, it involves just walking in there and taking him out.
My plan would have worked. My plan still can work, and no one gets hurt.
Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Queen's Court. I want to thank everybody for playing along and everybody for watching. As always, I'm Alexis the Ego Queen. I love you guys. Bye.